Good morning and welcome to this analysis on BTC update with Bitcoin Gorilla. This market has made its way to 42k support, right? This BS made it to 42k support, and you guys, you've been following us. You know we've been short. I've been short, and the target has been between 42k to 40k. That's been the target. But also, I have also posted last week that we have a pending bounce to 54k all the way to 55k. So today, this analysis, I'm actually going to use this opportunity to actually update you on that last post and elaborate why I say I'm seeing a bounce to 54k to 56k area before we continue this dump, because I think this target of this dump is going to go further to around that 38k before we get the real bounce or so. Now, thank you for joining me, and if you've not subscribed and at the end of this video you find it quite informative, do subscribe so that you get updated whenever I make a new post. And mind you, the goodies will be reserved to the end of the video, because I'm going to talk a lot about, we're going to actually be I'll be elaborating this analysis on multiple time frame. So we're going to be starting with monthly chart, like, and with a plain chart as well. So let's look at what is happening here. All right. So if you look closely, I said that April and May is going to be a red month, and so far, what we're seeing right here on the monthly chart is a clear 3 bar reversal, a clear 3 bar reversal. But hey, this other monthly candle, so this other candle, the right one that is forming, is not complete. So I can't jump in and tell you that this is going to close as a 3 bar reversal, because anything can happen, right? So we are likely even going to still see these bulls come in and push this candle up to a certain height before the dump continues, right? But we're seeing something. And what is the thing? We have a candle that has actually broken two lows, right? This is the first time. If you watch my April 1st bid video before this first dump happened, I warned you. I said we are going to 40k. I said the target was 40k, and I am riding with the bear. So I've been riding with this bear since 64k, right? We said we are riding all the way to 40k. So congratulations if you actually watch that video, because it was a video. And I said, right now what we're seeing is, I talked about the way the candles are actually overlapping, right, on the monthly chart. And I say we're likely going to see a candle that is going to break the low of this last month and break another one. And that's exactly what we are seeing here. We're seeing that this current month that we are in, May, has broken the low of April and also that of March. So we're having a new candle that is lower than two candles. Now, what we don't want is this candle closing looking something like this. If this candle closes like this is bad, because it will drive us down to 20k. If we have this 3 bar reversal, yeah, we could get the next candle pull all the way to, this is where I also say the next candle could pull all the way to even 56, 57, 58 at worst, and then the next candle is going to take us all the way down. So I'm saying that from now to the end of the year, it is going to be a, I see. Okay, let's say the next. Let me not exaggerate this, because I don't want to really make it look like we have something bad coming. No, no, no. We have a lot of support, which we are actually going to dive deeper into, so that you're going to see it, because we are going to look at this. Well, let's take a look at what the weekly chart look like, because now it's going to give us more information. Okay. Look at this weekly chart. Now I'm going to turn on my drawings, right? I'm going to turn on the drawings. All right. Okay, if you look at this weekly chart, you will know that there is a clear channel that my price action lines are actually respecting. So I have a kind of like a channel, right? So you can see it, it's extending upward, and this is also extending upward. Now, This channel is a weekly channel, right? But also you see this blue line that is broken was the daily line, right? Now this my middle line is like I don't know how to explain this middle line and the function, but every channel kind of have a middle line, like that point where this resistance tend to increase and support also tend to increase. Like, so in my situation, you see that this my green um extending line shows that there is some sort of resistance around this zone, right? Right, and it acted somehow like support, right, somewhere around here. So that's why I kept that area special, right? And we also see that is where we had that terrible dump. Also, I warned you, I said the next rejection is going to be a terrible rejection. Why? It's because that rejection, it's exactly on that same place that acted as rejection here and acted as support here, right? And that's exactly where when we broke below it, I know that is danger for Bitcoin, right? So which means the next rejection is going to actually be on that area, and that is exactly what we saw that drove us down to 42K. Congratulations, like I said, to all those who have been short and riding it to the downside. And if you're on spot, like I said, it is not really a bad thing. This is going to clear out, but this is going to need maximum patience, right? This is going to need maximum patience because we are still going to get to this point, and it's not going to be a one-way dive. So if you look at the way this is happening, you see the way that it's going, right? It's going, right? This is where it's going. Now, here is what I am saying. And may God help me. May God help us. May God help us. That Bitcoin don't do what I'm saying. But what I say is this. We're going to get the bounce here, right? And go like this, right? And go like this, right? Before we go up. Now, why do I say we're going to get a bounce here? We're going to get a bounce here because this is the second touch. Like, this is the first time we're actually touching this channel, and this is the second time we're actually going to touch it. So chances of a bounce is actually high. So me, I'm still on the upside at Bitcoin, that once we're able to arrive at 30K and 38K, and Bitcoin bulls are strong enough to hold Bitcoin inside this channel, which I see happening. The chances are high. So I'm buying this 38K once we arrive at it. 38K to 40K area. Once we arrive that room, I'll start adding to my buy position on Bitcoin, because I'm likely seeing we're going to likely see 76 to 82K zone. That's what we're going to see. 76 to 78K. We're going to see that kind of ride move coming to Bitcoin if the bulls are able to hold up. What about the bears? Now, I am an open-minded trader, and this is what this weekly chart is telling me. Depending on the reaction of what the monthly chart gives us. Remember, the higher time frame has more dominance over the lower time frame, depending on the reaction. Because, but the good thing about that monthly 3 bar reversal is the first time. It's the first time that these bulls are showing a weakness on the monthly chart, which is chances of that weakness getting rejected is high, right? The chances that that candle that is completely raised getting bought all the way up to 57K, 56K is possible, right? So if that happens, we're going to see this move continue to 76K. That is what I'm saying. If that happens, we're going to see this move continue to 76K, because then the next candle is going to try to clear the rejection of all those people who have been shorting on the monthly chart, because we are in a strong bull trend. But anxiety is going to cause the market that a lot of people are going to drop and actually sell off. Now, I am an open-minded trader, like I said. So I'm going to actually consider what is the possibility that sellers actually hit this market stronger than I'm seeing, right? What is the possibility that we break this channel if the monthly rejection continues and we see another strong rejection printing, which I said it is likely not going to happen because this is the first standard monthly is pulling back, so chances of getting rejected and skyrocketing to 76k is high, so chances of more upside is there. So let me tell you, like I said, from 40k, in fact from this 42k I will buy a little bit of Bitcoin. So from 40 to 38k I'll start buying more because I see the chances of this monthly getting pick up to continue this race. But here is what I see. If the bear strike harder that I'm seeing and break this, because the monthly chart has not retested, and retest comes with a deeper pullback. Now that is a bad news. That's what I'm saying. May God help us. I don't see that what I'm saying don't play out. If that happens, that we start getting retest instead of pullback, because what I'm saying that we're going to get price skyrocket to 76k is if this current monthly, what I'm seeing on monthly, let's go back to that monthly chart so that you're going to say if what I am seeing here is not a retest. What is a retest? Since we had this breakout of price like this, if I should draw it, if I don't want to turn, I don't want to draw because once I draw everything will come back on. So there's kind of a breakout here, right? So this looks like a retest, right? Quite all right, good. If I pick a horizontal line, this is the monthly chart, and I place it like this, right? And I place this horizontal breakout. Now, here there was a rejection, right? This is a clear two-bar rejection on this monthly chart. This is a clear two-bar rejection, and the same area price rejected. So, and this area again, we had a breakout. So, if this was a breakout, because this is over years, all the lifetime of Bitcoin has been on a sideways market. If this is the beginning of a strong coming pump, 200,000 will not hold Bitcoin. But if this is the beginning, then we are going to have a stronger pullback because it will now be a retest and this could fall all the way to this point. That is the worst case scenario, 2018k, right? We're going to get that fall, right? If it comes to a retest, 2018k, it means we could now get a retest that our line, our trend line, can now connect from the bottom of this to something like this, right? We're going to get something like this, right? So look at this. We're going to get price coming down to this point, right? So if the worst case happen, the worst case scenario, and this happens to be a retest on the monthly, not the continuation, this is going to happen. This is going to end up before the end of probably 20 let's say should I say 2020 22 or so, but before the end of 2021 or so, we're going to get this retest if we're not careful, right? If this is just a retest, it's going to come to the way to this point. This 2018k. Now that I don't want to scare you, and I see, and I'm hoping that what I'm seeing is a continuation of what the up move, right? Is a continuation of the up move, and we get saved by 38k and 40k 42k to 38k area, because all these plays are support. That's where I keep adding. I'm going to be adding with each 2k. Any move 2k move down, I'll add. Anything move 2k down from here, I'm going to add. But if I see that 38k is broken, I am going to exit as much as I'm possible on the retest of the breakout, because if it breaks this channel, it's going to go back and retest that 40k 42k. So if it breaks it, I will take the opportunity to exit anything that I can. So put that at the back of your mind. This is what the monthly chart is telling us, and the monthly chart now is becoming very important because it is finally printing some red. So let's look at the daily chart. Look at what the daily chart is showing us. So on the daily chart, you can see that we have a perfect broken trend line, right? This my blue line is perfectly broken here, right? This is where I was thinking that this book These bulls could save the day. That was why I was saying we are battling in my last analysis. I said we were battling that 58K support. If we could get back and hold it, but it failed. And once it failed, it was a disaster because the next closest support was the low of this our support area, which is the 42K area, right? The 42K area is the area of importance that I say if we fail the 38K, we're going to the 48K, we're going to arrive at 42K. So from this point now, it is not going to be a sweet right. No, we're going to get something like this. It's going to come back again, retest it, and try to move, right? That's what we're going to get. Some sort of sideways, but we're not going to get lower than 42K for now until we get that bounce to 52K, but to 54K minimum, 54K minimum. 54K minimum. That's what we're going to get based on what I'm saying. That is because we are respecting the seller's line on this point, and we're going to have this our third leg now. This is my crypto four-legged move. There are going to be four legs that will come like this, and the next leg will come before we have either a move up or a move down. So there will be a leg, a fourth leg, and the next leg is the one that takes everything out. So I am likely expecting. Now here's one thing I want to show you: a measured move. Now watch this. If I am to look at a measured move of what my price has been respecting, you see that we have a measured move down, right? So that's exactly what we have. We have an equal measured move down. That's what we have down. So if I take the same measured move down, boom, boom, on my line, boom, that's it. That's exactly on the line. That's exactly on the line, right? Let's go look at that. That is exactly on the line. Boom. That is where, look at it. In fact, we could even see 36K, 36K if we're not careful, right? And if this bull want to actually make a double bottom, then boom, 32K, right? So you can see that all this area, something is going to play out, but I am sure we're going to see, in fact, my line says around 38K support. We're going to fight to hold it. So we're going to see this reaction around 38K support. That is my main important area. And if the bull fail to hold 38K support, no matter the fight, no matter whatever happens here, I don't care if it goes like this and like this and like this, I want them to come back and stay here, because once they go, they will retest, right? And if they fail to hold on their retest, I'm out, right? I don't want to stay in this trade because it will be a disaster according to what the weekly and the monthly chart is showing. So you see what I'm saying? Okay, there's one particular measured move I want to show you again, right? So if I take a move and measure to this point, right, and I want to have a bounce, right, from where we are, you can see, boom, I have the same measured move, right? I have the same measured move. And if I take it again, I have the same measured move for a third, a fourth leg. So this is actually a simple price action measured move of these higher lows, swing high and swing lows. Thank you so much for watching. I am Bitcoin Gorilla, and this is a multiple time frame analysis. If you find this video quite informative, thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for your constant support. Do stay safe out here. Do stay safe out here. And if you're short, I think taking profit now will start being a good idea. Though I see price actually retesting this support. It will retest this support. So we are still going to have this push down before the move up. So it's going to be like a sideways move. That's what we're going to experience before we actually have that move. Thank you so much for the time you shared, and happy trading.